Let's make a video real quick because I am low on watch hours. Life has been fun. Not really. It's been a butt kicker. Let's say I am getting vehicle repairs done. This is my emergency brake for my ambulance. There's Allstate Gear sells parts for it, so I'm rebuilding it because my last ones were shot. I don't even know where they're at right now. They're around here somewhere, but they're so shot that they didn't work. So getting in here and rebuilding that. So I have e-brakes. Kind of went back and forth. I screwed up the back seal and I was like, well, I'll just buy the kit and replace the bearings. All the other seals are starting to feel a little tough and rough. Well, that leads to one more thing and one more thing. I forgot to put the shim in here. And so I pulled it apart, and then that thing broke. And if you don't know what this is what tells your speedometer how fast you're going. So tonight I have to order another one of those. And then I got a shim kit coming because that's not the new gear. Changed the shim out. And I got a new rear main seal out, a seal on the rear end because I screwed it up when I pulled it out. So, and that's after spending $100 on parts for this already. And I got new brakes, drums, and new brakes and everything else. It looks way better than it did. Yeah, I also have gotten a new carrier bearing, which it needed badly. The other one made a horrible dry noise. And I spent money on new parts. That is on my ambulance. And that is last thing, other than I have this dry bearing pulley noise that I gotta trace down. And I'm trying to get it done before winter hits or before it gets cold. I want to go to the desert this winter. I don't know. Well, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm just saying it's gonna happen. I don't know if I'll be bringing the truck with me or not. The truck has been about as much fun as the ambulance. Eventually, this will probably be turned over to electric. I don't know. Or it'll be sold. It depends on how tired I get of it. Anyhow, it has this nice little problem that whenever it warms up, and as it warms up, the oil pressure drops out. The guy I bought it from told me that he blew a head gasket on it and he fixed it. And that he honed it, used a lapping compound to hone the valves. I don't know if it's fixed right. I've been going through this and there's a lot of questionable things, repairs done on this. Questionable, I don't like the work that was done, and I was planning on going into the engine and redoing the work that the guy did because it was so questionable. I just want to make sure it's right. Well, the other day I bought a what's it called? A pressure tester. I want to see if the rings are good and how the engine's doing because I'm pretty sure it needs an oil pump. And usual oil pump doesn't go bad, but I'm assuming that since he blew the head and water and oil mixed together, and I don't know how long he drove it, the first thing that gets damaged is the lower end, and the oil pump's the first one that gets damaged. So I'm hoping it's just the oil pump and not the lower main end. It only has 149,000 miles on it. I have rebuilt the transmission, the transfer case. I've been into both front differentials, front and rear differential. The rear differential could use some work in the future, but I'm calling my financial investment into this. Yeah, I don't want to spend any more money on it. But I want it to run because I would like to enjoy it. It is a manual. It is 4x4. It can be towed. And that, speaking of towing, that's what those are for. Those go on the bumper here, and that's where I hook in the tow thing. I have had this truck for a year and a half. I haven't got to drive it 1,000 miles yet, and I'm like, I bought a lemon. I'm saying it now. I bought a lemon. This truck is a lemon. It's old and everything else, but it's a manual. And the only other truck that I kind of would like that's also a manual would be a Toyota like a 2018 Toyota manual transmission 4x4. That would have been awesome too, but I can't afford those. So the best option for me is to buy something and fix it up. I thought 150,000 miles, it would be okay. There would be no big deal with it. It wouldn't be a big deal. Just a throwout bearing and that's it. I'm now a master cylinder, a clutch master cylinder. I replaced a couple components on this to get it to run right. It sounds okay now. The transmission has been rebuilt twice with more parts. I keep hearing critters and noises. I'm hoping it's not a coyote or something. Cats want to come in to the house all the time, so I'm thinking there's lots of critters out here at night. I think it's just raccoons personally. But the transfer case, I went ahead and rebuilt it because I was there. And the rear end, like I said, later on I'll upgrade it. I don't want to put any money in it. Front end, new whole front end, new ball joints all the way around. New power steering pump. I'd like to replace the gear thing, but I don't want to spend the money on it right now. I am worn out on spending money. And new front brake calipers, new brakes all the way around. A couple U-joints in the front end that needed to be replaced. What else? I've been through the whole front end. Four-wheel drive, or the front end got re-greased and everything else. New paint job on half of it. The truck bed ain't gonna get painted. It's a very nice paint job. It's lemon green and black with a Raptor liner. It needs more black on the Raptor liner. I'm just kind of blah. So, and this is a tailgate. I was originally just going to pull it off and build a custom bed for it and throw out bearing. That's not happening. More head bolts. Got it through Amazon, so I have a month to get this done. And whatever I don't use can go back, and I can get some money back. What else? Oh yeah, so earlier this summer, I pulled the bed off on this thing, and I started working on it, and then I just started feeling the energy went to crap. Started this like can't think, brain fog all the time. And I started looking up some things. I have ADHD. I had ADHD, but I kind of downplayed it because everyone has ADHD. They think, well, apparently that's the source of a lot of my problems. I was found out last year. Well, I was like, I can't think, I can't focus, I can't do anything. I guess I need to start taking medications. Not that I like medications, and not that I can maintain a regular medication. So anyhow, I went to see the doctor about getting medications, which I got. I kind of halfway take them, kind of halfway not. And I went to do some blood work because I was like, all my inflammatory conditions are flaring up, and none of my medication is stopping it, which tells me it's something else. So did the blood work. Nothing came back. We started going to my doctors. Guys, I've been to so many doctors over the summer. It's not even funny anymore. Let's see, how much time do I have? I have 34 minutes on it. I have seen a general practitioner for my issues. I've seen my, what is it? My gut doctor for my UC. Which I don't usually talk about medical conditions on here because really it's no one's business. But yeah, this is probably the only time I'll ever talk about it. My ulcerative colitis, which flares up, which is constantly flaring up, and nothing was making it go away. So I got to see a neurologist because I was having these horrible ocular migraines, or migraines with auras, I think they call it. Still dealing with those. What else? There's a cat here. We've had 2 sets of kittens. We got the mama cat fixed after that. Yeah, you're a cat. Yeah. This is the only one we kept. The rest of them found a new home. So we got 3 cats around here. What else? Yeah, the neurologist gave me some not fun pills. That was not fun. It was supposed to take it out. Although they did give me a good medication. It helps me whenever I do have them. Apparently there's not really no it's all my medical conditions are stuff that no one knows what causes them, so you kind of have to deal with it or troubleshoot or shoot in the dark. Well, I went up to Oregon to see my sister, and I was still fighting this condition. I had no clue what was going on, and she's like, "Hey, you should get a tick tite done." Tick tite? What's a tick tite? It's a test you for tick diseases. And it's like, you're in Oklahoma. It has a high tick, thing. She's a doctor of veterinary medicine, so she knows what to keep an eye out for that's cross-contaminated or cross, infections from other things. So it's like, okay, it's like I can smell it. It smells like it. And what the tick tite does is test for the enzymes that are in it. So whenever I got back, I was like, "Hey, can I get a test for this?" And it's like, "Yeah, are you around places that have ticks?" And it's like, "Yeah," and mosquitoes and everything else. Never really talked about my home life with my doctor. Probably should. But anyhow, he got it, but the person that does the test didn't have any things. Which, speaking of which, I need to go in tomorrow and get some more tests done. So they're like, "Well, you have to come back Monday." So I come back Monday. This is almost a week after she told me to get it, and it's like, okay, go in and get the blood work done. It's like, okay, well, we won't know till the end of the week. At this point, it's been almost a month and a half to 2 months since I've been kind of out of it, and it's like, give it some time, go back in a week. "Oh, hey, the doctor would like to talk to you whenever you get results back." And it's like, okay, well, obviously it's not a no, so maybe it's yes. So it's like, here, I go bug the doctor, because everything I've read about it is the sooner you get in, the better off you are, and the less long-term neurological conditions you have. So I kind of was bugging them about it because I wanted to know what it said, because I'd like to get started on the only option is antibiotics. Supposedly I had it whenever I was younger, like a baby or 4 years old. I got something like that. And you're supposed to be immune. Well, I can tell you right now, you do not get immune. It came back positive for Rocky Mountain spotted fever. Oh boy. And I started on a antibiotic for 21 days. And that was what it was, actually. I'm still dealing with, I think the ocular migraines are tied to genetics and tied to the Rocky Mountain spotted fever. That was not fun. Turns out I had every symptom that said I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever, but I didn't recognize it because I had a valid normal condition that causes the same thing, like ulcerative colitis, which apparently the bacteria gets in and starts attacking the lining of your gut, which causes very similar effects to ulcerative colitis. It attacks several different things in there. I can't remember them all off the top of my head right now. But, what was that? Finally got over it like 2 weeks ago. After the vaccine and everything else. So, that's where I've been at. That's where my energy level at. I have some videos in the works that I started that kind of just fluttered out because I just didn't feel good. The truck, I will try to get it in order. You'll see some shorts about it and some other stuff. But I'm just, I'm backlogged on everything. So, we might this randomly throw some up there. We might not. I don't know. Right now, I have a truck to pull off the head. This head, because I did a compression test on all of it, and these two are down to 155 and 150 on these back two ones. The rest of them are 170. So I have fluid going missing in the reservoir, and it's not getting into the oil, but it might be coming out the exhaust. I think it's going out the exhaust. The oil looks good. It smells fine. It doesn't smell like it. I'm going to have to figure out something to do with the cats. Oh god. Okay, well, cats, whenever I start messing with the antifreeze, because it cannot be around whenever I'm doing that. So basically what I'm going to do is pull off the whole top end of this engine, and then we're going to, one, I'm going to check that head and see what's going on with that head. If that head's screwed, we might just pull the whole thing out and rebuild it. If it's not, I don't really want to rebuild this. I want to turn this into an electric truck in the future. I don't have the money for it. I need this truck to work to make the money to get that way. That, or I'm going to have to go find some national park jobs. But it has everything you need for electric conversion without all the electronic crap in it, other than the basics. And there's been other people, that has done this truck and had it only weigh 4% more over its stock weight with electric conversion. It was about 150 miles, an electric motor, and that's the plan for this. I don't, long term. But we'll see where we get on that. I was hoping to keep it a secret until I could do it, but honestly, everything just kind of goes crap right now. And it's been this way for about 2 years. So ever since my videos have gotten rocky, life has been hard. And I know a lot of other people have experienced hard life. And I try not to say anything. I try to keep everything positive. If I don't have anything positive put online, I haven't put online. But I haven't put anything online, so I figured I needed to do an update. By the way, today is an unmedicated day, so judging by the word vomit. So anyhow, that's where we're at. I have to replace the oil pump, and to replace the oil pump, I have to remove the whole top end off of this. And then I can jack it up and drop the oil pan down enough that I can replace it. And hopefully look inside the engine and see where we're at. I don't have a cherry picker. I don't have an engine stand. I don't really want to spend $100 to get an engine stand, and I don't really want to rebuild this. But I also don't want to sell it without giving it a good chance, because I really like this truck. I like the setup on it. I like the manual transmission. I like the driving a manual transmission, but I don't think I'll get my money out of it if I go to sell it. That's the other thing. So, and that's what I want to do. Cats are going crazy. And I don't want to, if I do sell it, someone's getting almost a brand new truck that, whatever. And they won't want to buy it because it has an oil problem. Anyhow, that's kind of where we're at nowadays. My goal is to get as much of this mechanical stuff done. I want to have this hooked up to the ambulance. Well, I want the ambulance working and drivable safely, up to date with the e-brake working, new carrier bearing. I just put on a IPR valve because it wasn't starting, and I think I did a video about that. I can't remember if I put that one up or not, which involved pulling the top part off the turbo like 3 times. Usually when I do something, it's 3 times, and it's kind of exhausting. Erin's gone. She moved back up to Colorado, or is moving back to Colorado. That's her prerogative. I'm not a Coloradoan. I've had to me, and if you're part of Colorado and are good experience, good. I have not had too many great experiences in Colorado in the last year and a half, so I'm just calling that bad luck right now. Maybe in the future I'll get up there and it won't be so bad luck, but I usually go 3 times the charm. 3 bad people in a bad lemon truck. I'm just like, no. I want everything working. I want everything kind of back under my own power. I've also spent the last year redoing a lot of the work I paid to have done while I was out traveling around. And I'm really annoyed about that because it's just throwing money out in the wind. And I hadn't had a chance to recover since then. But ideally, I'm heading out to the desert at election, or after election, shortly after that. I don't want to be around for the politics or the news. I don't care. At that point, I just want to be done with it. I am so over politics right now. I never liked politics in the first place, but yeah, anyhow. So that's where we're at, and that's where the channel's kind of at. So I'm sure once I start traveling again, I will start putting videos up more regularly and look better at it. Right now, I'm in the most nasty grungies I have because that's the work I'm doing, is grungy work. And go from that. I have some projects with the truck I'd like to do for fun. I haven't done fun in a long time, and it's probably I probably look like it or sound like it. I probably sound burned out, which I am. They have the street tour up out front. The town I'm currently in has no movie theater now. It actually doesn't have anything fun to do. Well, not anything much very fun to do anyhow. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I said I'd like to get my truck going so I can go do fun stuff and explore and see stuff. But bike has a front tire whenever I get back to that. But yeah, but basically I've just been burned out, and I was trying to get one of these vehicles caught up so I could start making videos again and cut down my exhaustion on everything. And this is my little hoop house because it's probably gonna rain or get cold sometime in the middle, and gets nice and warm in here. So that's where we're at. Hopefully I see y'all out to the desert. Hopefully when I get to the desert I'll start doing it. Oh yeah, my solar panels are also not producing enough power anymore. Don't know what's up with that. And it's just like bad luck after bad luck. And I'm sorry if I'm a downer. This is just what's been going on. I'm hoping life gets better. Just send me some good vibes. That's all I ask. Send me some good vibes. That would be good. If you all just send me some good vibes. Alright. Thank you all. That's where we're at. I hopefully will see you in a more positive light and more videos soon. Alright. Bye.